Okay, what's up everybody? James Owens here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while since I posted. Life has been insanely crazy lately, but you know me, just keeping God first and just having faith that He's gonna push me through and I'm gonna be all right. So you just pray for me. And today I got a leg workout for y'all. It's actually a lower session. Our training split has been 2 upper days and 2 lower days recently. As we're 18 weeks out from our first show this year. I am doing a natural show this year before the Ben Weider Nationals. So that's the plan. But today is just going to be a lower session. I got some legs, a little bit of shoulders, but mostly it's just a lower session. I feel like I'm rambling right now. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera, but today's session, we're going to start off with RDLs right here. I'm already kind of set up for it. I'm going to just warm up a little bit. And today is just going to be kind of a long video, but it's just me hanging out with y'all, talking. You kind of just getting like a raw lower day leg workout for me. So hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys learn something. You know, feel free to subscribe, leave comments, share with your friends. And hopefully this is something that you guys can just watch while you're doing cardio. Maybe you're in prep too. You can learn a little bit from me today. But like I said, I'm going to warm up for a little bit and then we're going to start with our actual workout. Yeah, training lately has been a little eye-opening for me. Coach kind of been looking at my numbers and he believes that I kind of been sandbagging a little bit lately. So like I said, hopefully today we kind of take it up a notch here and start to set the standard for next week. But you know, life's been lifing lately. No real complaints. Just trying to stay focused, stay disciplined, and you know, keeping God first in everything that I do. But so for these, we're not going all the way to the ground here, and we're really just kind of like focus on, it's less of letting the weight take us down and more of pushing our hips back. The weight will, you know, go down as we push our hips back, and right around that knee area is probably where, you know, that may be kind of like the spot where you want to kind of like stop and work on contracting the weight back up. But for the most part, do what's comfortable. Safety, right, is always the most important thing. And I just want to make sure my legs and my lower back are really warmed up before I start adding plates here. But how y'all been, man? How has life been, you know, for y'all? I know it's a weird like year. For some reason, I kind of feel like with everything going on, I feel like we're kind of, you know, going through a weird, I don't want to call it a crisis, but I don't know. I feel like the nation itself is kind of going through like a weird transition right now. I don't really know how to explain it, but I think now, these days, it's kind of very important to keep our loved ones close and, you know, really focused on family. As you can see, I'm just pushing the hips back here. That's how the weight gets lowered. And I'm really focusing on glutes, hamstrings. Definitely hope I didn't forget my straps today. All right, so I'm just gonna finish warming up. I ain't gonna waste y'all time with the warm up. So I'm gonna finish warming up and then I'm gonna put my top set on and then I'll catch y'all at the top set. All right, so we got 320 on the bar right now. And like I said, the rep range here is 5 to 7. So really hoping the initial pull doesn't feel extremely heavy. All right, let's go. Let's go. Okay. Yep. Let's go. You want to grow, right? That's what it's all about right here. Oh, yeah. Oh. All right. Yep. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got another one. That's it. Hey. Felt good at the top for another one, but let's sit down. Oh, okay. So we got 6 for the top set. So, like I said, last week we did 315 for 5. And I'll look at my form a little bit later, but let me know in the comments, how's my form? I didn't want to go too far and turn into like a deadlift. You know, it's almost like a rack pull, but without the rack. And you just want to make sure you control the weight, maintain control of it. Once you get it to a good depth to where your back is kind of parallel to the ground, you know, you drive those hips forward. Don't try to pull it up with your back. That's how you injure yourself. So it's all about driving the hips backwards. That's the eccentric portion of the movement. Get a good stretch in the glutes, get a good stretch in the hamstrings, and then drive your hips forward to stand up and get the weight up. And then, you know, if you maintain that control throughout the entire movement, you'll feel it in your lats, you'll feel it in your back, your lower back, your hamstring, glutes, all of it. Because when you come up to the top, you're locking out and you're really squeezing that whole posterior chain. So I'm trying to catch my breath right now, but let's see, our back off set. So we got 2 sets of this. We got the top set right here, and then we got a back off set. Let's see, I did 320 for 6. And we're going to use the same weight as last week for the back off set, which was 275. And last week we got 9, so the goal is definitely to get more than 9. It's always about progression. So I'm going to rest up. I'm going to change the weight on this, and then we're going to do our back off set. All right, so back off set here, 275. Like I said, we got 9 last week. So the goal is definitely 10, maybe 12. But definitely beating 9. It's definitely the goal is to beat 9. So same form, right? I don't want to try to rush this or anything. I just want intensity to be high, train hard, and really push the threshold. Do it safely, but with intensity. Yep. 7. Oh yeah. 8. 9. Oh yeah. 10. Oh, you got another one. Yep. All right. Oh. 11. Hey, I ain't mad at it at all. That last rep felt a little off. I kind of felt my lower back kind of compensating a little bit, but for the most part, man, it was a good set. So, coach will definitely be happy to see the numbers increase. Up 2 reps from the back off. So theoretically, the way we do it, right, is you have a rep range for your sets, top set and back off set. And then you kind of use that as a unit of measurement. So let's say 275, let's say The rep range for this one is 10 to 12 or 8 to 10. And last week I got 9. That puts us in the middle of that rep range. So we'll probably stick with the weight until we see an increase in reps. Or if you see us go past, like outside of that window of the, you know, performance expectation. So like today we got 11. That's to the right of 10. So now we're past 275. I think, you know, we're past it. So next week you'll see something like a comment like, hey, you know, increase back offset by the lowest increment possible. So we got 275 for 11. We'll probably end up going to 280 for our back offset next week. You know, a top set, what we get, 7 for the top set. With it being 7, I'm sorry, we got 6. We got 6 for the top set. And the rep range is 5 to 7. So like I said, we're in the middle of that rep range. So we'll probably stay with 320 in the top set next week. Try to get, you know, take time, however many weeks it takes to get past that 7 rep range. And then you'll see that top set increase. Same thing with the back offset. You saw it, it increased past the rep range. Rep range doesn't change, only the weight does. And the intensity stays as high as we can get it. I did have a whole, like a large black coffee, like cold brew from 7 Brew. So I'm definitely feeling great in here right now. But I ain't gonna talk y'all to death on the first exercise. We're done with RDLs. I'm gonna clean it up, rack all the weight, and then we're gonna move to a seated hamstring curl. And then I'll talk through that, you know, as we do that one too. Seated hamstring curl here. I like to sit with my hips as close to the pad as possible. It just makes me feel a little bit more secure, but we have to use a different machine. We worked out at another gym last leg day and I had a different hamstring curl machine, which I really don't like. So this week we're doing, the rep range is 6 to 8. I got 150 on this. So hopefully we can do 150 between 6 and 8. That's the goal. And then our back offset is going to be, I don't know, depending on what this is, like I said, because it's a different machine. I hate changing up exercise. I hate changing up machines, but you know, sometimes like, no, you good, man. You good. You fine. Sometimes when we go through different gyms and stuff, it's you just gotta do what you gotta do. So 150 right here, 6 to 8, and intense. That's all that really matters. If I can get more than 8, that's always the goal. But for now, the goal is 8. So I'll push this thing as far back down as I can. I brace myself on the pad here, and I'm really just thinking about bringing my heels to my ass. Oof, that's it. 9.5. I'll call it 10, just for the sake of it. Okay, that's almost the whole rack. The whole rack is 190. A couple weeks we'll be doing the whole rack, but so we got 9, 10 at 150. We're gonna take a break here. Excuse me, do a nice rest, and then we'll go to our back offset, which I'll probably put it at 120 since I think our rep range is 10 to 12. With this being 150, I think 120 is a good back offset. So I'll see y'all in the back offset. All right, back offset at 120. Rep range is 10 to 12. Oh, hopefully I can get like 15. You know? I think I'm gonna push the seat up a little bit more too. Okay. All right. Intensity matters, right? All right. Get real snug in there. Oh, fuck. 13. I wanted that last one, but oh, 13. Almost had 14, but I'll put it down to 13. Regardless, we're going up in weight next week. So that was the back offset. Intense. It's good. All right, now we got one of my favorite leg movements is going to be the Roger squat. So I'm going to clean up here, wipe everything off, and get set up for the squat. All right, so power squat / Roger squat we got right here. So something that coach wanted me to change moving forward with this is the one. Originally, I was doing the weight on this top right here. He wants us to move it down to the bottom just because the weight distribution is a little bit different. It makes the rep a little bit harder on the down versus where it is right now, and it helps me, from pushing my hips back. He doesn't want me to push my hips back into a squat because then I start overcompensating with, hammies and lower back. He wants me to put this all on my quad, so knee flexion over the front toe, right? And you'll see it when I change the angle a little bit, but you really just want to see, like when you're here and you're squatting down, you really want to see that knee not necessarily squat backwards, but you want that knee to go forward over the toe. Like I said, I'll do a couple warm-up sets for y'all so y'all can see what that looks like. But also he wants the foot placement to be, kind of to simulate a pendulum squat. So the way the machine is built, it'll hold you up for the most part if your feet are like way in front of you. And he kind of wants my feet in front of me so that when I'm squatting down, I open up and then my knees are flexing over my toes. So we'll see what this looks like at one plate. See if we can get the feet placement squared away. And I am going to put my elevated shoes on for this, just so I have. Okay. I don't know if I can change the. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. That's how it should feel. Let me flex on over the toe. And I'm almost going in toward it. Whew. Hey, this ain't 5 plates per side no more now. It's 1 plate. But I'm gonna get this shit right and then we're gonna come back. All right, so like I said, coach wanted the weights at the bottom. That's where I'm gonna have it at. Right now I'm gonna change to I'm gonna put my knee sleeve on because I'm old, and I'm gonna put my platform shoes on. It has like a small heel at the bottom. Helps me a little bit with depth and not to come up too much on my toes. So I'm gonna change into those, and then one of this knee sleeve can fit around the sweatpants. Probably not. So I'm gonna go at the top. But yeah, man, like I used to hate training legs, and I think it was just because I didn't really know how to train legs at first, or I didn't train intense enough, so it kind of just felt more like a drag than it did like an actual training session. But me being men's physique, it's still important that we don't neglect legs because I just love bodybuilding in general. It's not necessarily the competing aspect. I do enjoy competing, but just bodybuilding in general, it just helps me feel closer to God. I get to worship him, and I get to, show my appreciation that my body is able. I'm not a paraplegic. I'm not disabled. My body works. It is painful sometimes just because of being in the Army, but for the most part, I train and I go about my life pain-free, and I don't want to just sit around on my ass all day when God has blessed me to have an able body. So to me, training and working out, that's what it means to me. It means to give thanks to my God and to show my appreciation and gratefulness and to worship him. through bodybuilding and through training. And then, once I do make it on the stage and I win or I lose, whatever it is, that's the opportunity to use that platform to give glory to God. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't because of him. I wouldn't have the talents that I have if it wasn't because of him, the physique if it wasn't for him. So, training is a great way for me to worship and ultimately for me to cope with, life. We all go through things in life. For the most part, I think we face more disappointment in life than we do satisfaction. But we can only find that satisfaction through Jesus Christ and through God. So being able to come to the gym every day, I'm thankful, I'm grateful. And like I said, it's a way for me to be able to give back to him for blessing me and for putting me in a situation of giving me the circumstances that I have right now. So God, I love you, and I'm grateful, and I thank you for, blessing me the way that you have and showing favor over me, even when I don't feel like I deserve it. So hopefully you guys, feel the same, or if not, I think it's a great way for you to get close to God if you don't already have a relationship with him. Try working out, try training, try, challenging yourself. God calls us to be disciplined, and what best way to be disciplined and be in control of your flesh than through bodybuilding. We meal prep, we deny our flesh so many things, partying, drugs, certain foods. So bodybuilding kind of already puts you, part of the way there as far as walking with Christ, because he calls us to do the same thing, to deny our flesh, whether it's ideology, whether it's lust, whether it's, overeating, or, he just called us to take care of ourselves and to be disciplined. And if you bodybuild, you're already, part of the way there. So anywho, I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple more plates to this. I think we did 5 plates per side last week, maybe a little bit more than that. So definitely going back up to 5 plates per side, but I really just want to warm up my knee a little bit with this sleeve. So we'll get some more plates up here and have some fun. Also, some good news, man. I won, if you've been following me for a while, MADHOUSE supplements, the supplement brand I'm sponsored by. Great supplements. I don't want to undersell it, but I'm sure y'all get bombarded with supplement stuff all the time. So pre-workouts, proteins, creatine, amino acids, whatever you need, we got it. And then also, I don't have anything on me right now, but REDEFINE Foods is a protein snack company I'm working with now. And you've probably seen some of the content that I've had with them on social media, but great snacks, donuts, oatmeal cream pies. I think we got the moon pies as well. And we're young, we're a new company, so we got more product coming out. Excuse me for you all, but absolutely, like if you have trouble snacking, right, binge eating, even, and you just, if you're anything like me, and it's like at the end of the day, you're just like, dang, I could really go for something sweet right now. I'm telling you, man, REDEFINE Foods helps me out so much, especially with like the donuts that they have. It's not like a chalky whey feel. It's like a smooth donut feel, sweet. We got the chocolate one, and then we got a Dippin' Dots one, and they're awesome. So if you haven't tried them out, make sure you guys do. And it'll be more content for me coming for REDEFINE Foods, but definitely check out REDEFINE. 460 right here. We got it. Deep intensity. Don't be scared of it, man. If you gotta drop it, just drop it. But that ain't gonna happen. Oof. Oh, this is heavy. Oh. Yep. Yes. Oh. 2. 4. Oh, fuck. 6. Oh, I'm lightheaded. Oh my goodness. Not bad. I felt like my feet probably could have been a little closer, like forward, but I don't know. It was heavy, but it was good. Top set for 6 with the weight increase. Can't be mad at that. So I'm gonna take a good 2.5 minutes, probably closer to 3, and then we're gonna. I can't even catch my breath. I'm gonna do a back off set of let's see, we got 6. The back off set was 365, and he wants us to use the same thing. So we got 365 again for our back off set, and we got 7 last week. So definitely want to hit that double digits this time. So I'm gonna take a nice long break, and then we're gonna get back into it. So all right, back off set right here, 365. Last week we got it for 7. So obviously the goal is to beat 7. So I got it. Let's go. Six. Seven. 8. Keep going. Okay. Ten. Feel like it's so lightheaded. Like when I'm done with those, but that's kind of our last compound leg movement. I got it for 10, so we'll probably end up increasing the back off set next week. So now we got seated calf raises, which I probably won't record. I'll probably just knock that out, and then we got dumbbell lateral raises and cardio. So I won't record that. I really just wanted to show you guys like my main movements from my leg day or my lower 2 session. I think I'll just end the video right here, man. Hope you guys really enjoyed the video today. Like I said, I wanted it to be more interactive, more just catching up, talking. I know it's been a while since I uploaded the video. Y'all saw my upper session last, like a couple weeks ago, but I was training with somebody and it was, kind of all over the place. But this one, I just wanted it to be kind of just like us catching up. Hopefully something, like I said, that, you can watch doing cardio or something that kind of just like motivates you, just make you feel like someone's listening and someone's there for you, because I am. If you just need to chat, you got some heavy stuff on your mind, man, hit up the comments. Follow me on Instagram at @Maja_Duke. And don't forget to check out Redefine Foods. Link and everything will be in my bio. And then Madhouse Supplements. You can use the discount code Duke20 for Madhouse, and then discount code Duke10 for Redefine Foods. Save yourself some money, but I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for all the love and support. We're about 17 weeks out from our show. As we get closer to the show, probably like 10 weeks out, I'll start uploading videos as it relates to my prep. But for right now, we're just getting the body back on track and getting back in that prep mode. So thank y'all for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch y'all in the next video. God bless. Ugh.